Ever wondered which are the top 10 most powerful military alliances on Earth? This question takes us on a journey into the fascinating world of military alliances, a world where power and strategy intertwine, where nations unite under the banner of shared interests and mutual protection. These alliances aren't just about military strength, but they are foundations that hold the very structure of global politics. They are the invisible threads that weave together the fabric of international relations, reflecting both the intricacies of diplomacy and the raw power of military might. The concept of military alliances is as old as warfare itself. From the Peloponnesian War in ancient Greece to the intricate web of alliances that sparked the First World War, these alliances have shaped the course of history, often determining the winners and losers on the global stage. But what makes a military alliance powerful? Is it just about the number of tanks, aircraft, or soldiers? Not quite. While military strength is certainly a significant factor, it's not the only one. The economic backing of the member nations, their strategic location, the technology they possess, and their ability to coordinate and act as one all play a crucial role in determining the power of an alliance. Consider the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. This alliance, formed in the aftermath of the Second World War, brings together nations from North America and Europe. Its power doesn't just stem from the military might of its members, but also from its strategic location, bridging the gap between two continents, and its ability to influence global politics. So, as we set out to rank the top 10 most powerful military alliances on Earth, we'll be considering a myriad of factors. From the sheer military strength to the economic power backing it, from the strategic location to the technological prowess, every aspect will be scrutinized. Stay tuned as we delve into the top 10 most powerful military alliances on Earth. We'll peel back the layers of history, politics, and strategy to reveal the alliances that have shaped our world and continue to influence it today. Starting our countdown, we have the African Union at number 10. The African Union, or AU, is a continental body consisting of 55 member states located on the African continent. It was established on the 26th of May, 2001, in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, with the aim of achieving greater unity, cohesion, and solidarity between African countries and African nations. The AU has played a significant role in resolving conflicts and promoting peace on the African continent. Its vision statement, "An integrated, prosperous and peaceful Africa," is a testament to its commitment to fostering sustainable development and lasting peace. In terms of military engagements, the AU has been involved in various peacekeeping missions across Africa. From the early days of its establishment, it has shown a willingness to intervene in conflicts and crisis situations. Some notable examples include its involvement in Sudan, Somalia, and Mali, where the AU has contributed to peacekeeping forces and mediation efforts. The African Union has also played a critical role in shaping African politics. Through its Peace and Security Council, the AU has been able to influence political decisions and mediate in times of conflict. It has also been instrumental in promoting democracy and good governance across its member states. However, the AU's power is not without its challenges. It faces issues such as a lack of resources, political instability within member states, and the difficulty of coordinating efforts across such a vast and diverse continent. Despite these challenges, the African Union continues to strive towards its vision of a peaceful and prosperous Africa. In the realm of global military alliances, the African Union stands at number 10, but its influence and power extend far beyond military might. It is an alliance that is deeply invested in the social, economic, and political well-being of the African continent. The African Union, an alliance that is a force to reckon with in Africa. Moving on, we have the Shanghai Cooperation Organization at number 9. This alliance, often known simply as the SCO, is a force to be reckoned with in the realm of geopolitics. Born in the year 2001, the SCO is a relatively young player in the world of military alliances. Its roots, however, can be traced back to the Shanghai Five, formed in 1996. The original members, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan, came together with a common goal of fostering mutual cooperation and maintaining regional peace and security. In 2001, Uzbekistan joined the fold, marking the birth of the SCO. Today, the SCO's membership has expanded to 8 nations, with India and Pakistan added to the list in 2017. These 8 nations represent approximately half of the world's population, making the SCO an alliance of substantial weight. The SCO's primary role is centered around Central Asian politics. It provides a platform for member states to cooperate on issues such as security, economy, and cultural exchanges. Its member states harness their combined power to combat terrorism, separatism, and extremism. The SCO also plays a significant role in the economic development of Central Asia, with a focus on energy cooperation and regional trade. In addition to its 8 member states, the SCO has 4 observer states and 6 dialogue partners. This network of relationships allows the SCO to extend its influence beyond Central Asia, making it a global player in the arena of international politics. The SCO may not have the military might of some other alliances on our list, but it is a powerhouse in terms of political influence and economic potential. It is a testament to the fact that strength can come in many forms, and sometimes the pen can indeed be mightier than the sword. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a power player in Central Asia. At number 8, we have the Arab League. A collective of 22 member countries from the Middle East and Africa, the Arab League is the epitome of regional power and influence. Its roots date back to the mid-20th century, when it was established to foster economic growth, resolve disputes, and promote the cultural and political interests of the Arab world. The Arab League is a unique blend of nations, each with its own rich history, culture, and resources. From the oil-rich kingdoms of Saudi Arabia and Kuwait to the populous nations of Egypt and Iraq, the League encompasses a vast and diverse region. Its collective military might is substantial, with several member states boasting some of the most advanced and well-equipped armed forces in the world. But the Arab League's influence extends far beyond the battlefield. It's a diplomatic powerhouse, wielding significant clout in international politics. It has often played a pivotal role in mediating conflicts and shaping the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Despite its internal differences, the Arab League has remained a united front on many issues. It has stood against foreign intervention in the region and advocated for Arab unity and sovereignty. It has also championed economic cooperation among its member states, promoting trade and development. The Arab League's strength lies not just in its military might, but also in its ability to influence and shape regional politics. It is a testament to the power of unity and cooperation, a beacon of hope in a region often torn by conflict. It's a potent force, a symbol of the Arab world's resilience and ambition. So, the Arab League, a potent force in the Middle East, stands at number 8 on our list. Its collective power and influence make it a formidable player on the global stage. It's a clear testament to what nations can achieve when they unite for a common cause. The Arab League, a potent force in the Middle East. Climbing up the ladder, we have the Association of Southeast Asian Nations at number 7. Founded in the late summer of 1967, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, is a regional intergovernmental organization comprising 10 countries in Southeast Asia. These nations are Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Brunei, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia. Together, they form a formidable alliance that has a significant impact on Southeast Asian politics and beyond. ASEAN's primary mission is to accelerate economic growth, social progress, and cultural development in the region through joint endeavors. Moreover, it aims to promote regional peace and stability based on the rule of law and principles of the United Nations Charter. With a combined population of over 600 million, ASEAN forms a vital part of the global community, representing a vast consumer base and workforce. While ASEAN may not have a traditional military alliance like NATO, it does have a defense ministers meeting known as ADMM+. This platform brings together the 10 ASEAN member states and 8 of their dialogue partners, including powerhouses like the United States, China, and Russia. Through this forum, ASEAN promotes peace and stability in the region by enhancing defense and security cooperation. Over the years, ASEAN has played a crucial role in resolving regional conflicts and tensions. It has helped maintain peace and stability in Southeast Asia, a region once fraught with wars and border disputes. Today, ASEAN is seen as a beacon of hope for regional cooperation, demonstrating how nations can come together for mutual benefit while respecting each other's sovereignty. In the world of international politics, ASEAN is a force to be reckoned with. Its member states might not possess the mightiest militaries individually, but together they form a significant alliance with a shared vision for peace, stability, and prosperity. ASEAN, a significant alliance in Southeast Asia. Next in line, we have the Collective Security Treaty Organization at number 6. A powerful force in Eurasian politics, the Collective Security Treaty Organization, or CSTO, is a fascinating military alliance that carries a fair share of influence on a global scale. Born out of the ashes of the Soviet Union, the CSTO was created in the mid-90s, and since then, it has grown both in size and in influence. The CSTO is a confederation of 6 nations, namely Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. Each of these countries brings unique military capabilities to the table, creating a collective strength that is not to be underestimated. Their geographic spread across the Eurasian continent gives them a vast coverage area, adding to their strategic advantage. But what makes the CSTO stand out is not just its military strength. It's the organization's influence in Eurasian politics that gives it its true power. As a collective, these countries provide a unified front in the face of political or military challenges, bolstering the stability and security of the region. They've been instrumental in mediating conflicts, facilitating peacekeeping missions, and even combating terrorism. Their influence extends beyond their member states, impacting the political landscape of neighboring regions and beyond. The CSTO's voice is often heard loud and clear in international forums, echoing the collective sentiments of its member states. The CSTO's influence also comes from its ability to form strategic partnerships. Over the years, it has established ties with other powerful entities like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the Commonwealth of Independent States, further bolstering its influence in the region. In a world where power dynamics are constantly shifting, the CSTO has managed to hold its ground, maintaining its position as a key player in Eurasian politics. It's a testament to the strength of unity, the power of collective security, and the influence that comes with strategic alliances. The Collective Security Treaty Organization, a key player in Eurasian politics. Breaking into the top 5, we have the European Union at number 5. A unique entity, the European Union is not a conventional military alliance. Instead, it's a politico-economic union of 27 member states that are primarily located in Europe. But don't let its economic focus fool you. This union packs a punch when it comes to military power. The European Union, often referred to as the EU, was established with the intention to end the frequent and bloody wars that ravaged Europe in the first half of the 20th century. Today, it has evolved into a significant entity with a strong say in world affairs. Each member state of the EU maintains its own military. However, the European Union's cornerstone is its commitment to peace and shared prosperity. This union's strength lies not in the might of arms, but in the power of unity and shared ideals. Yet when the need arises, the EU shows its military prowess. Collectively, the EU member states have one of the largest military budgets in the world. They also possess some of the world's most advanced military technologies, a result of their combined resources and research. The European Union's influence extends well beyond its borders. It plays a pivotal role in European politics, setting the tone for the continent's approach to international relations. The EU is an active participant in peacekeeping missions, committed to maintaining stability and promoting democratic values worldwide. The EU's command structure is complex, reflecting the diversity of its member states. Decisions on foreign and security policy require the agreement of all EU countries. It's a challenging process, but one that ensures the EU's actions are a true reflection of its collective will. The European Union, a major force in Europe. Its power is a testament to what can be achieved when nations unite for a common cause. The EU's strength doesn't just lie in its military power, but also in its commitment to peace, prosperity, and unity. The European Union, a beacon of hope in a world where strength is often measured by the might of arms. At number 4, we have the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO as it's commonly known, is a political and military alliance that spans 2 continents. Established in 1949, it was initially a collective defense pact against the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Today, NATO encompasses 29 member countries from North America and Europe. NATO is not merely an alliance, it's a system of collective defense. The organization operates under the principle of collective security, meaning an attack against one member is considered an attack against all. This principle is enshrined in Article 5 of the NATO Treaty and has only been invoked once, in response to the September 11th attacks on the United States. The influence of NATO is far-reaching. Its member countries collectively account for over half of the world's defense budget, making it a significant player in global politics. NATO's military interventions in Yugoslavia, Afghanistan, and Libya have shaped the course of history, and its ongoing operations continue to impact global security dynamics. But NATO is not just about military might. It fosters cooperation and unity among its members, promoting democratic values and facilitating political dialogue. Its role in maintaining peace and stability in the post-World War II era cannot be understated. However, NATO faces challenges too. From tensions within the alliance to external threats, the organization has had to adapt and evolve to maintain its relevance in an ever-changing world. Yet, its commitment to collective defense and the promotion of peace and security remains unwavering. NATO's influence extends beyond its military prowess. It has shaped the world we live in, from the dynamics of international politics to the architecture of global security, and with its continuous adaptation to new challenges, NATO promises to remain a formidable force in the future. NATO, a global powerhouse. Moving towards the top, we find the United Nations at number 3. The United Nations, or the UN, is an international organization that's been playing a pivotal role in maintaining global peace and security since its inception in 1945. It's a grand assembly of 193 member states, each having its own unique culture, history, and military prowess. The UN might not be a military alliance in the conventional sense, but its influence is undeniable. Its peacekeeping forces, drawn from the military of member states, have been deployed in conflict zones across the globe. From the rocky terrains of Afghanistan to the arid deserts of Sudan, the blue helmets of the UN have become a symbol of hope and security. The United Nations doesn't just rely on military might, though. Its strength lies in diplomacy, negotiation, and mutual understanding. It's a platform where nations can talk, debate, and resolve their disputes peacefully, averting the horrors of war. The UN's charter is a testament to its commitment to peace. It urges member states to refrain from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. It's a bold statement, a promise of a world where disputes are settled not on the battlefield, but around the negotiation table. But it's not just about preventing conflict. The UN also plays a crucial role in post-conflict reconstruction and reconciliation. Its peacekeeping missions often involve rebuilding war-torn societies, fostering democracy, and promoting human rights. In a world where military alliances are often defined by their firepower, the United Nations stands out. It's more than just a powerful military alliance. It's a symbol of global unity, a beacon of hope in a world often torn apart by conflict. The UN's strength doesn't lie in the number of tanks or fighter jets it has, but in its ability to bring nations together, to foster dialogue and understanding, and to strive for a world where peace isn't just a dream, but a reality. The United Nations, a beacon of peace and security. Just shy of the top spot, we have the G7 at number 2. Established in the mid-70s, this alliance of 7 major industrialized nations, namely Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States, wields significant influence on the global stage. The G7's primary focus is on economics. It's an economic powerhouse, controlling over half of the world's wealth. But it doesn't stop there. The G7 also plays a pivotal role in politics, often setting the tone for international affairs. From climate change to global health, the G7's decisions echo across continents, affecting billions of lives. Its influence extends beyond just its members, shaping global economic and political landscapes through its policies and initiatives. The G7 has been a key player in the world's most pressing issues, using its collective power to address challenges and drive change. A symbol of global dominance indeed, the G7 shaping the world as we know it. At the pinnacle, we have the Five Eyes at number 1. This alliance is not your typical military pact. It's an intelligence alliance, one that has fundamentally shaped the world's security landscape. Comprising 5 English-speaking countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, the Five Eyes was initially created to monitor communications during the Cold War. Over the years, its role has evolved and expanded. Today, the Five Eyes is considered the most potent intelligence alliance on the planet. Its reach extends far beyond its member nations, offering a global surveillance network that is unparalleled. It serves as a silent guardian, keeping a constant vigil over the world's security. Its power lies not in brute force, but in the ability to gather, analyze, and act upon information, often before threats fully materialize. The Five Eyes, the unseen power that watches over the world. From the African Union to the Five Eyes, we've traversed the globe uncovering the most powerful military alliances. We've taken a deep dive into the intricate web of global politics, where power and strategy are woven together in a delicate dance of alliances and treaties. We began our journey at number 10 with the African Union, a collective of 55 nations, a testament to the power of unity and cooperation. Following closely at number 9, we have the Arab League, an alliance that has been shaping Middle Eastern politics for over 7 decades. The Collective Security Treaty Organization, which ranked 8th, showed us how post-Soviet states have strategically joined forces to counterbalance other global powers. At number 7, we explored the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, a prime example of how regional alliances can significantly influence global politics. Sitting at number 6, we had the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a powerhouse alliance bringing together some of Asia's most influential nations. The 5th spot was occupied by the powerful Franco-German Brigade, a symbol of post-war reconciliation and unity. We then moved on to the European Union at number 4, an economic and political powerhouse that has redefined the concept of sovereignty. The 3rd spot was occupied by the Five Eyes, an intelligence alliance that has proven that information is indeed power. At number 2, we found NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, a military alliance that has been a significant player in global politics since the mid-20th century. And finally, at number 1, the United Nations, the paramount of international cooperation and diplomacy, an alliance that encompasses almost every nation on Earth. In this intricate web of alliances, treaties, and power plays, one thing remains constant: power. It's a game of chess on a global scale, where moves are calculated, alliances are formed, and strategies are unfolded. Remember, in the world of global politics, alliances shift, but power endures.